Yo, what's good? Let's get into the end of day for today. Right. It's a little bit of a funky week for me since I'm not on the charts as attentively as I would want to be, but it's okay, you know. It is what it is. Just gotta keep rolling with the punches. I think what's more important is, like yesterday, I didn't post, right? But coming back today and actually posting, even though I was not on the charts, coming back and posting, right? Keeping myself in the loop instead of let it letting it spiral out of control and then 2 days, 3 days turn into like a whole month, you know. So I think it's best I post, not whatever per se, but just to keep myself on it, you know. Yes, drop the ball, but not for too long, man. Come back. Anyway, I digress. 4 hour, which is still bullish, by the way, right? Showing signs of the internal continuing to be bullish. Expectation is for a reaction from this daily zone, right? Whether this reaction will lead to the next counter swing run, right? Targeting the low, I don't know. As of now, all I can say is that the internal low is holding, right? The internal low right here is holding, right? We had a sweep and then a major push up right into the internal high, which will be here, which is currently going through a sweep of its own. But this just means that the M15 is holding its structure, right? The swing low, yes, it broke and closed below the swing low, but as always, whenever it breaks and closes below the swing low, what I do like to see, shit, okay, my bad. I was just thinking, my bad. I was just saying, yes, this is a break, right? This is a valid 15-minute break of structure, right? Break and close, but through experience, right, I already know that if it breaks and then immediately pushes back up into the zone, it's most likely a false break, right? But I wouldn't trade the false break like this where I see it break up and then just try and play this zone. Nah, I would rather play the internal like this, right? Where the internal actually switches bullish, like right here. And 15-minute internal turns bullish right here, and then I would have been looking for continuation from here, right? Just about touches the zone and then continues on, which means there wouldn't actually have been a valid trade in there. But otherwise, I think the structure and the theory of the structure does hold up. So I think I wouldn't have taken any trade in there. Wasn't any good setup. Also, I wouldn't have been looking for sells here. I wouldn't have been looking for sells in here simply because of the theory I'm saying, where if there's a breaking close, yes, but the immediate pullback, right, without it actually extending below the swing low, more especially on the very next candle like this. At least this one, there's a breaking close and then it's like holding above. So I have conviction that the zones in here could hold and we have the continuation. So we'll see tomorrow what happens in that. Euro USD is in a terrible, not terrible, but like a terrible range. Right, it's in a range. It's in a range, so just waiting really for it to pick a direction. Because the internal is bullish, the swing is bearish, but for me to look for sells, break the internal low. For me to look for buys, gotta break the swing high. So sitting on my hands until there's a definitive direction on that one. I think GU had the best price action, same as USD CAD. Euro USD is the same, right? Trapped within the range. If you're looking to play like the range, obviously you'd be looking for buys here at the low, right? Like there's this little move up, break higher, right? And then maybe you're looking for plays for buys within here. It's at the low, so you can look for buys in here. It's iffy, you know, I don't like iffy, so I wouldn't bother. And then once you come back up here, you get like nice breaks like this down, then you look for sells, you know. But for me personally, I can see it's in the range, so just let it be and see what happens in the days to come. So yeah, peace.